So a school resource officer is a police officer trained to work the road and do all the other police officer calls, 911 calls, respond to them, traffic enforcement, and so forth. But a school resource officer actually goes to more training to become a school resource officer, to learn and understand how things go and work within the school district, and really what it is that I'm here to be a resource and be a liaison from the police department to the schools and to the community. So I had worked the midnight shift, worked overnight when most people are sleeping, and I had transferred over to the day shift. And during that time, they being my supervisors, requested that I act as a liaison to the schools. So of course I'm like, what does that mean? Yeah, sure, I can do that. And so I became a liaison to the schools, really fostering the relationship with the police department and the school district. And as I did that, it just kind of developed into something more. And so thankfully we were able to hire another person so that we can make the school resource officer position a full-time position. So that's kind of the quick version how I came to be. And clearly now I've been doing it for 8 years. So it's been pretty good. Compared to some other jobs, you might be able to just go home. I mean, being a police officer can be challenging, and there's hours where you think that you're not working and then you get extended and things happen that you can't always control. And I think as a school resource officer, you become invested. You become invested in the school community and the kids that you're trying to do things for and serve. So it's kind of hard to have to say no sometimes and really get a good balance, because the phone rings, the emails go, and you still feel such a responsibility to everybody. So that can be challenging sometimes. I think the gist I've gotten, and I don't know if this is a true misunderstanding or stereotype, but so much like the first question we were talking about is that a school resource officer is not somebody that just kind of gets thrown into the school. So we do go through a lot more training as far as the national certification through NASRO. And recently now we have even another certification that goes through Massachusetts through our academy, through the state. So being an SRO, you have all the training, but then you have even more. And you really have to obviously understand the administrative part and how to work in a school, because it is different than working on the street, and how you talk to kids and how you talk to people on the street, it can be a little bit different. And really building the rapport with kids, with teachers, with the administration. So sometimes you hear like, oh, they're just an SRO, but we actually do a lot more than some people do on the street. So it can be really good. My favorite thing about the job is to be able to get to know everybody and to get to know the community and understand the needs, so that way not only if I can do anything as a resource, but at like the police department, I can be a liaison to them to say, all right, this is what we need in the community. This is what the school needs. This is what the kids need. So, especially the last couple of years I've been trying for a lot of different reasons, between the pandemic, getting that feel of community while we were all still locked up in our houses, still get that connection, as well as the concerns with social justice, being able to have good conversations with kids of all ages, and still have that rapport and hopefully have a positive impact on some of those conversations to really understand kind of what's going on and what our misconceptions may be. So it's been good to be part of that conversation, because you don't want anyone to make assumptions.
All right, thank you so much.
You're welcome.